I get to eat whatever I want and I don't gain a bunch of weight and I still freaking have abs. Running, it's always kind of been said that running is just not something that's fun. I just wanted to talk about the major pros and the major cons of running and just kind of let you guys decide if it's worth it or not. And I've been running off and on since I was 15, 16 years old, and I'm almost 34 now, so I've had a decent amount of time on that track, baby. Con number one, this takes away from other hobbies that you probably want to do, but now you don't have time to do it because you're out there running on the road, dodging traffic. Maybe you wanted to get into badminton and you got a bunch of friends that are into badminton and you don't have time to do badminton now because you're into running and you're addicted to it and you're obsessed with it and you can't quit running, so now you can't do badminton and you wanted to do it. That's definitely a con. So pro number one, it takes time away from things that you probably shouldn't be doing, like sitting on the couch, watching Netflix, eating Cheetos, playing video games. But now that you're running, you're not doing these things as much because you don't have as much time because you're out there running, and then you run and you feel good and you're like, I don't want to just sit down and watch Netflix and eat a bunch of crap. I want to stay up and maybe I'll go work out and maybe I'll do something like read a book or something that's a little bit better for me than watching Netflix or playing video games or something like that. Con number two is you're freaking hungry all the time, dude. I can't get enough food. All I want to do is eat. All I want to do is eat crap. It costs me a lot more money because I'm eating so much. I do my best to eat other people's food when I can without them knowing, but I still have to buy a lot of my own food because I'm freaking hungry all the time. So that is a con. Pro number two, I get to eat whatever I want and I don't gain a bunch of weight and I still freaking have abs. For the most part, I can't eat whatever I want. I mean, I still try to keep it to that 80-20 rule that I live by, which is 80% of your food should be whole food, plant-based, healthy, and then the other 20% can be other stuff like maybe some granola or maybe have a cookie every once in a while, but not overdo it. So I can eat a lot of healthy food and not gain weight. I can't eat a lot of processed crap because I'm just going to feel like shit and I'll probably gain weight doing that. But overall, I can eat whatever I want that is not processed junk food when I'm running all the time. Con number three is that you have to deal with the weather, especially in a place where I live, like Oregon. It rains a lot. It doesn't snow that much, but it's raining, it's cold, it's windy. So you got to deal with that weather unless you're running on a treadmill, but it's not real running in my opinion. Maybe if you're in a bind and you're like, I just don't feel like going out today and my gym's got a treadmill, I'm already going there, do that. But to get the real experience, in my opinion, you have to be outside in the weather, in the fresh air, in the environment, running on the road or running on a trail. And you have to deal with the weather in these situations. Sometimes it's really hot, sometimes it's really cold, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's snowy. You have to deal with that when you're running all the time. Pro number three, you get to be out in the environment, in the fresh air, soaking up the vitamin D, enjoying life, running through the trees, running through the hills, running on the road, waving at cars. You get to be out there enjoying life while you run. Con number four, it can be hard on your body. It can be hard on your knees, hard on your calves, shin splints. It can be rough. It can be hard on your body. That is no joke. Pro number four, it's hard on your body, so it forces you to do these other things that are healthy for your body, such as like yoga, stretching, ice baths. Because if you don't do that stuff, it sucks way more and you hurt way more. It's just worth doing that stuff, and it forces you to do it, and eventually you get to the point to where you actually enjoy doing it because it is good for you. Con number five, it's just one more thing you have to add to your busy schedule. One more commitment, one more after work or after school activity, one more thing that's taking up your time that you probably don't have time for anyways. Pro number five, and the last pro of all, and one of the best pros of all, I guess too. It's an easy way to keep a commitment to yourself. In return, is going to build self-confidence. My opinion is that it is more important to keep the commitments to yourself than it is to keep to other people, because the more you keep the commitments to yourself, the better you feel about yourself and the more confident you are overall in life. So running is an easy way to keep one of those commitments. It's not a very big commitment, especially if you're only running a mile or so. All you have to do is run that mile when you say you're going to run the mile, and then you kept the commitment and now you're more self-confident for that reason. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but all these pros and cons were basically the same. The con and the pro were basically the same thing. It was just how you looked at it. That's kind of the way it goes for like everything in life. Like, it's your mindset. How do you look at something? Anything could be a con or anything could be a pro. Just how do you want to look at it? Are you a glass half empty or are you a glass half full type of person? So running can be an amazing activity if you have the right mindset, but it can be something that you absolutely never want to do if you have the wrong mindset. So let me know at the comments below, guys, what type of mindset you have. If you're a glass half empty, glass half full, I'm really interested. Let me know. Before we finalize this video about running, I just wanted to stress the fact, guys, that I am not a professional in any sense. I do not have credentials in any of the subjects I discuss in my videos. I'm just a guy trying to enjoy this life and sharing what I learned along the way. If this is something that you are interested in, or something that you enjoy, or something that you got anything from, please consider subscribing, since there will be much more to come in the future. And I do appreciate you guys getting this far into the video. Have a great day.